Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Hey guys, it's G-Man on the Switch, back here. I haven't made a video in a long time, partially because of burnout, and I had to do football practice, it was fun. It's just I don't really have that much time, considering that you have practice almost every day of the week. But anyways, here's my Mario Kart Wii ranking. I got the game like a couple of months ago. I've been wanting it for a while. It's just I didn't really have any time to make any videos because of school and football, you know. Also, I needed to use my school Chromebook for this because my other Chromebook kept just wouldn't want to film the video. So I'm using this as well as a mic from a gaming headset I haven't used. So let me just pull up something real quick. Alright, anyways, there's gonna be a lot of controversial takes in this video, so, you better get ready, because this is not gonna be steady. Anyways, if you don't like anything about this video, then, well, it's too bad for you. Anyways, let's start the ranking.
Is your baby crying? I'll make them stop. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go sleep, little baby.
I mean, I don't even know what to say about this course. This is square. Like, this is just a square, that's all it is. It's a square with some island hopping and a little bit of off-road, and it's probably the most ugly track in the game. Also, out of all the GBA tracks that could have came back for this game, Riverside Park, there could have been Riverside Park, the Bowser Castles, the other Bowser Castles, like, almost everything was free domain, because DS only brought back a couple of tracks, and a lot of them weren't that good. And they decided to bring back Shy Guy Beach, one of the worst tracks in that game. I mean, the music, they essentially just copied and pasted this and then slightly tweaked it. Like, you could see the pixels, bro. You could literally see the pixels on the floor. Unless you're, you know, on a freaking, what is it, like, I don't know, unless you're on some freaking Windows XP, but I highly doubt that YouTube can run on that. It is just horribly ugly. All you're doing is driving a square and hopping. Sure, it's sometimes fun for wheeling, but it's just not built for this game's engine. These island hopping tracks are more built for 2D games, especially since in the 3D games you don't hop as high. You don't hop as high in other games, and it's so wide, it's boring, and the worst part is the banana cup. The only notable part about this track is that Magic Cruiser dominates on this track because you could take a way tighter line with that because it could go off-road. But otherwise, this track is buns, just bad. It's just bad. Especially this little squiggle section. Like, it's horrible to drive through. Like, even in the original, it's horrible. You have to either hop through it or drive an off-road vehicle. And most people don't drive off-road vehicles because they're bad. Most of them are really bad. Anyways, yeah, it's a really bad track, and it's no surprise that it's last place. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not the best. And there's a lot I mean, it's not the worst track that I've ranked last place, but it's definitely not great. Ah, yes, Desert Hills. This is the better version, I can admit, but that's because DS's controls are kind of, bad. I don't gonna be pulling a torch of the rest of my generation, but honestly, DS's controls are trash. Anyways, enough with those hot takes. I feel like we can all agree that Desert Hills is one of the worst tracks from the original. Like, Seriously, people could have had like Waluigi pinballs, Shroom Ridge, TikTok clock, I mean, they didn't bring back Delphino Square, but still, like, why Desert Hills? Nobody likes Desert Hills, except for my friend. For some reason, I really liked this track when he played it, and I have no idea why. And oh yeah, he was playing this exact same combo, except for with Toad instead of Dry Bones. He was pretty new to this game, so I mean, the turns are a little bit fun to drift around, but it's probably the most boring track in the game. Aside from GBA's Shy Guy Beach. Like, this is boring. There's a lot of off-road. You take a shortcut around the pyramid. It's also the harshest off-road. I feel like the main reason that they brought this back is because of hills, to demonstrate the tricking ability, which makes sense. But there were also big hills in, Waluigi Pinball or TikTok Clock, I don't know. I feel like almost every track in this game had some reason to come back. I mean, I think there's some kind of crackpot theory. But unlike DS, they had no physical limitations, so they tried to bring back tracks that would best demonstrate the new bikes and the off-road capabilities. Like, they brought back GBA Shy Guy Beach to demonstrate the off-road capabilities of vehicles like the Magic Cruiser and the Tiny Titan. And then they brought back this track to demonstrate the tricking ability. Also, going off the hills going off the hills doesn't lock your momentum like DS, so it's not bad. It's like the other one, it's not a bad track, it's just incredibly boring. I don't think I have anything negative to say about this track, it's just really boring. GCM Mario Circuit. You may be wondering why I pulled up the guy destroying his computer for this one, but I could demonstrate it, because this track just wasn't built for this game. I'm gonna be honest. Completely honest. First of all, I remember this guy takes a shortcut really early, so let's see here. Let's start on the second lap, because he takes the shortcut right here. Some random scam guy is calling me. Okay, so, first of all, it's pretty wide. There's like a sharp turn right here, but there's this chain jump that forces you to take such a wide route. Like, look at how wide that guy's to take it. And that seems kind of counterintuitive with a game with, inside drifting bikes. The bikes will turn south, but I feel like it's not my favorite, but it's not horrible. This tunnel was definitely not built for this game's drifting. And especially if you're using a lightweight, that your bike is going to go flying into that wall if somebody just touches you. There's the piranha plants. But mainly after this is going to be the worst part. You take this one really sharp turn, and after this really sharp turn, you're either A, going to take it too sharp and go in the off-road. You're going to B, run into one of the Goombas beforehand, trick, and then go into that off-road, or trick and go into one of the Goombas. Those are the most likely outcomes. And a game that is just, I don't even know at this point. It's like that one part is incredibly frustrating. This track's turns and its obstacles were just not built for this game's engine. Like, Shy Guy Beaches. It's just incredibly annoying. Oh, Daisy Circuit, God, you can, it seems like I'm the only person who really does not like this track, but there's a lot of reasons why I dislike this track, especially when I first played it in 8. There's a lot of reasons why I disliked it in that game. Well, it is incredibly short, like, takes quite literally 1 minute to complete. But first of all, if you take a look at that, the sidewalks really trigger me here. Because, like, in a normal vehicle or go-kart on a normal sidewalk, they could just go onto the sidewalk. Like, that's what most go-karts can do. Or, hell, even motocross bikes or stuff like that. But that sidewalk is so high you can't drive up onto it. It's a wall. I don't even understand why, because it's not optimal to drive on the sidewalk. So why'd they block it off? Not to mention the fact that, like, that means it'll be like 3 feet tall. Imagine having a 3-foot tall sidewalk. That's enough to flip a car. Why is the sidewalk 3 feet tall over there? And then later on, they even freak up the sidewalks even more. Because these sidewalks you can drive onto, but they're off-road. Now tell me, how would concrete, which is most sidewalks what they're made of, how is that going to slow down your car more than asphalt? Like, also the chicanes, like, make it to where, oh, this is sidewalk, I could drive into that, and then you stop, you just get stopped by the off-road. And these stairs, this 8 is probably the worst part. Everybody here know, a lot of the people who watch my channel for a bit know that I hate 8s and boxes and stuff like that. Because they are just horrible for track design. Like, especially when they're thin as this, they're horrible for track design. You're gonna ram into a wall, especially if you go up that ramp. And then these turns are not built, and then turning around these is not built for the bikes. I don't know how many times I have to say this. This wide of a turn is not built for a bike, especially when it's this thin of a road on this wide of a turn. That's not built for an inside drift bike. There's more horrible feeling turns right here. Like, that feels horrible. And there's more of the bum sidewalks. Like, look at how wide that sidewalk is. Why would you take that, though? Like, why would you take that? So you can have an extra item box in a game where double item boxes don't exist? Like, where you can't hold 2 items at once? Like, why? Okay, you can't finish in a minute, but you can finish in a minute 30. I kind of messed up on that. But this track design is just not friendly. Especially since when you know what you're doing, it can be the turns can be frustrating. And it's just, like, also, it looks ugly. I'm sorry, but the sunset looks ugly. Like, ugly, ugly. Oh, shoot, sorry. Advertisement. Screw you, Liberty Mutual. Why did they bring back Sherbet Land again? Can somebody tell me why they brought back Sherbet Land? Remind you the 3rd worst track from the original. Why'd they bring back this? To demonstrate the off-road capabilities? I guess that makes sense, but still. What the fuck? Let me pause the video. Oh, wait a minute. No, I did not. Huh. Whatever. This is just... The track design is just horrible. It's either wide and boring or tight and annoying. The penguins are annoying. The most annoying part, like, before this I don't even have to show you, because you could look by the mini-map. Look at how wide that is. It is better than the original because they added a couple of boost panels. But look at how tight this inside part is with all the penguins. Look at how tight that is. That is extremely annoying. This guy couldn't avoid it. And hell knows that a lot of other people can't avoid the penguins. The penguins in this section, the turns are just so tight and anti-friendly. Like, at least it's somewhat built for inside drift bikes. It's a lot worse than the original, but it's just not built for racing. It does not look like a functional racetrack. Like, even looking at the map, it does not look like a racetrack. This looks like... I don't even know. Like, this looks like a random kindergartner scribble. This was what it looked like. It's just... It does not fit. It's not fit for racing. Like, there's this wide section right here after the most thin, annoying section in the game. It's just really annoying. Anyways, in 27th, um, sorry, bro. This is a school Chromebook, so it doesn't run that well, but at least it still gets updates, so it somewhat functions. A Ghost Valley 2. Um, this is this is the one I probably discussed. This is one of the tracks I've discussed the most on this channel, being in my Mario Kart PC video and in my SNES track ranking video. And honestly, I just don't have anything to say about it. I've talked about it so much, I don't have anything to say. It's a good track. It's well designed. There's one shortcut right here that you could trick off of, which is way too easy. I just don't have much to say about it. It's just a standard It's just a standard average Ghost track. Also, don't play this if there's a glare right above your screen, because I could not see anything while playing this. Because the way I have my Wii set up, I have a basement, and then there's a window right above it, which makes it to where if a glare is at the wrong angle, you can't see the dark colors on the TV that well. And that was like the worst time that could have happened. Because I was playing this track like right when the sun was right there. It was like probably the worst timing ever. Anyways, the second worst track from this game's original roster, I'm pretty sure, is Moo Moo Meadows. It's just boring. I'm gonna be honest, it's boring. There's no off-road shortcuts, excluding like one. There's like one off-road shortcut. Like, I get it's a meme, but it's just boring, man. It's just boring. I have no care for this track whatsoever. It introduces you to tricking unless you take the off-road shortcut on Luigi Circuit, so that's something, but still. These turns are just wide and boring. They're just boring. The turns are boring. They're unexciting. They install nothing exciting in me. There's a couple of places you could trick. It's just not that fun, especially since that ramp sends you off-road 90% of the time. So it's not even that fun. The tricks, especially like, it's just not that fun. I'm gonna be honest. It's just boring. It's the most boring track I've ever played. Not really, but the fuck.
Hey, Italian man.
Peach Beach. In case you don't know why I used the Pizza Tower screaming sound effect, that's exactly why. I will not acknowledge why, but it is. You know damn well what it is, unless you're like 5. So, otherwise, it's a boring track. Also, some of the most useless routes in history, right there, and right there. Probably breaking some records, but otherwise, it's a fine, normal beach track, except for that one rock thing. I really do not want to go in depth, because I do not want this to be age restricted, but, you know.
I mean, it's alright, like.
DK's Jungle Parkway. This track got ranked a lot lower because it's had everything that made it itself from the original stripped from it. It's like a diet version, and I really do not like diet versions of products. First of all, you can't angle yourself on the ramp. Like, you're forced to go in a straight line when you go off the ramp, which is one of the most fun parts about it. You could angle it and take a little shortcut right there. And now it's just boring. And second of all, when you go off-road, you don't get rocks thrown at you. I guess the rock throwing gimmick was fit more to 64's engine, but you're telling me they can't put this back in this game on a significantly more hardware advanced console? You're telling me that? The rocks are funny, though. The rocks are funny. Come on, they were the funniest part. And then now, oh shoot, I skipped it. Now, unless you have a mushroom, you can't skip across that part like the original. In the original, it was based on your sense of depth and how well you know how slopes work. You had to judge, like, is that too steep for my cart to draw off of? Maybe I should take the shortcut a little tighter there. Or you could just take a wide angle and be safe. I mean, you're forced to take the wide angle because you have to use a mushroom to go up there because it's off-road now, which sucks. Anyways, yeah, it's just had everything stripped from it. They didn't even upgrade the music track, so I don't know. It's a lot worse than the original because they just removed everything interesting about it. Yeah, it's a figure eight. It's essentially the same design as Toad's Turnpike, which I really like. But the difference is, they added a little chicane. That's nice, but they don't have any cars. So now it's the most boring track, and it's just boring. It's boring. It's yet another boring track. It is boring. I don't know what to say. It's just boring. Like, it's just a boring circuit with an ugly looking castle and ugly looking houses. That's all that it is. It's boring. Yoshi Falls. The only reason that I use that Kirby falling sound effect is because on the video, on one of the videos that's essentially this playing for 20 minutes, the music of this track playing for 20 minutes, it's titled Yoshi Falls for 20 minutes. And it's implying that Yoshi is falling for 20 minutes. And then one of the comments said, Yoshi falls for 20 minutes. I hope he's alright. And yes, I found that from a Sir Musty video, but still, it's a boring track shaped like a chicken nugget with some below average, with some waterfall shortcuts which are not fun to pull off. It's just a not great track. I feel like, why they bring back the chicken nugget track of all tracks? Like, at least bring figure eight circuit back. That would be funny. That would be funny that they brought back such an unfitting one. But this is just annoying that they brought back this. Shoot. Sorry, man. It's another ad. Just. Yeah?
You stupid. No, no. What's 9 plus 10? 21. You stupid.
Anyways, Luigi Circuit. Sorry I had to get back from break because I had to eat lunch, you know. Anyways, Luigi Circuit. Oh, geez, I should probably turn that down. Anyways, yeah, Luigi Circuit. Frankly, I don't know why I ranked this track so high. I mean, it is kind of fun. The turns are designed where it's fun to optimize with the bikes, but I mean, the wheeling is the slightly curved turns are kind of built for the wheeling, I guess, but it feels nice to wheelie. But honestly, a lot of this game's track selection isn't amazing. So, and also a track like this, that's just fine. I'm fine with it. It's fun with the bikes though. It's not that fun with the karts. Also, what was I gonna say? A lot of people like to point out that this is Monza without the chicanes, and admittedly it is, and it's kind of fitting because Luigi's an Italian. But, anyways, I don't got much else to say about this track. It's kind of similar to Yoshi Falls, actually. Hmm. Well, I don't really got much else to say. I'm sorry.
Build on the science
I don't know why I put this on here. I do not have no idea why I put Bill Nye the Science Guy in here, other than the fact that it's just boring. It's like Luigi Circuit. It's fun to optimize with bikes, but it is kind of like Mario Circuit 3, where it's fun with bikes and karts. But it's an average track. It's a pretty good track. It's pretty average. Just it's a usual circuit. Fun turns. There's just not much sauce to it. Ah, god damn it. If you're wondering why I put those sound effects, you could probably take if you if you take like one good look at the map, you could see this is a very robotic. Like it's a bunch of squares and geometric shapes. It's so boring. It looks like it's made. I mean, it's a good track. It just looks like it was made. It looks like the track like map was made in Google Slides. That's how basic it looks. Like seriously, that's how like that's a hexagon piece. Those are multiple circle pieces. They're overuse of the box piece. And then there's like the then there's the elbow piece, the triangle piece. Like it just looks like it was made in Google Slides. I mean, it's a really good track. I just don't have much to say about it because I've talked about it so much and it's pretty robotic design. Like it's a good track. I just don't have anything else to say about it. Like it's a pretty good track. I just don't have much to say about it. Also, it's not really elevated in this game because you can't trick off anything, so great.
till it's cool, just cool, into the mouth. Nice.
It's a nice track. I don't know. I'm not sure if I ranked Peach Gardens higher than this, but this track is definitely this track is definitely carried by one specific section. The drawbridge. Now that you could trick off of it and your momentum isn't locked when you go off a ramp, it feels, oh my god, way much better. And also considering the fact that aside from this like first turn, considering how thin these turns were in the original, now that they're wider and you don't have to shake like your joystick back and forth to drift, it's much better, like much better. It's a lot more tolerable. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun track in the original, but it's like the most anti-drift track in the game. It's a fun track, it's just like it was a fun track in the original, just a little too thin. And now that it's in a game that has vehicles that don't require you to shake your joystick back and forth to actually get a boost, and your momentum isn't locked by the jump, it feels a lot better. Yeah, the joke was supposed to be that there was a kitten eating salmon, but I had no way to add that video into here, so without making it be awkward, because it's kind of like a representative of this game. Like it seems like it's cool at first, Like the video is like Doom music playing, and then it's just Kent eating salmon. I feel like that's a good representation of this track. It's like a kitten eating sal. It's like a kitten eating salmon to Doom music. Like it's a. It seems really exciting and hardcore at first, but it's not necessarily a difficult track. I'm gonna be completely honest. Also, this track's way too debated how good it is. It's a fine track. Like guys, it's like the Neil Bowser. It's like a Neil Bowser City or other tracks like that. It's like, why do people get so heated over tracks that are just kind of alright, like above average? Like, it doesn't matter that much. Swear, like, people get so heated about Grumble Volcano and Neo Bowser City and what fucking else? The original Toad's Turnpike. Now, the original Toad's Turnpike, oh, I would definitely that every day of the week. And the newer one, I'm a wall sitter. And also, this track is known for an ultra shortcut where you can beat this in like 15 seconds. I tried doing it and I kept missing a checkpoint for some godforsaken reason, so I don't know why. But it's a pretty average track. Good dynamic difficulty with the falling platforms and stuff like that, you know? Yeah, it's very good, very good. It's really good. There's a lot of split paths, and there's parts that move back and forth, like right there. I don't really got much else to say. It's a good track. I like it. Like this hexagon piece that moves back and forth. I don't like how ugly the inside section looks here. Like, it looks a lot better in 8. This just looks like a fucking honeycomb. This looks like a wasp's nest. I really do not like that.
In my car.
Anyways, I was planning to film this video a lot earlier, so this meme's kind of out of date with the Azure running over. The fuck is that? Des? I don't know, but you know, I was planning to film this a lot earlier, but I had to do football practice, so yeah. Also, my other computer decided it didn't want to film a video, so that's great. Anyways, I feel like it's pretty clear. These are like the worst drivers. I mean, it's a good traffic course. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite traffic course. I don't like how the drivers drive on the wrong side of the road. Like, that's just kind of bullshit. Like, they don't drive on that side of the road. Where are we, in Great Britain? This clearly is supposed to be like, this reminds me a lot of San Diego. You know? I mean, I meant not San Diego, San Francisco. God fucking damn it! But, I don't even know what to do, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say. It's supposed to be it looks like it's supposed to be in San Francisco, but they're driving on the wrong side of the road for some godforsaken reason. I'm assuming it's because the track is cycling like this way, and if you want to take the tighter turns, like for example this one, you have a chance of getting blindsided by a car and getting ran over it. But you could have the drivers going in the right direction and just fucking flip the map. It can't be that hard. A lot of people get mad about getting blindsided in this turn and this turn, but a strategy I found is that, maybe you could just drive on the right lane of the road, but otherwise, I don't know, it's just not as thin and exciting as Toad's Turnpike. I mean, it feels kind of hypocritical ranking this lower when Toad's Turnpike was so high, but first of all, Mario Kart 64, while being, kind of overhated by So Musty and Frying Pan Sam, it's like it has a pretty decent track selection, I say. I mean, a couple are pretty bad, but a lot are pretty decent. But the thing is, about Wii, a lot of these are pretty good. Like, pretty good. Like, not. Like, a lot of these are either really good or really bad. Like, you can. Like, you have your Shy Guy Beaches, and then you have your Coconut Malls. You have your like Sherbet Lands, and then you have your Rainbow Roads. Like, there's in between space, but like a lot of this game has a really good tracks, and for just really wide at times traffic course with that design, it actually gets easier where it starts off really freaking hard and then gets really easy near the end. Like, see, you're just driving on wide road and hitting boost panels. Like, this is a mushroom cup course at this point. It's also like running over by the cars is a lot less. I don't know. It feels a lot worse than in Toad's Turnpike. I don't know why, but Toad's Turnpikes feel like, I don't mean to glaze it, but it just felt like such a good track for the traffic idea. Like, I don't know. It just felt a lot better. It felt a lot better to drive on. Maybe it's because of 64's controls, but it just felt like a lot funner track. Also, they merge without using their signals. That's, something I call. I've heard people call that the Jersey slide. But wait, no, actually no. That's when somebody merges into a highway and they cross all the lanes to the inside lane for some godforsaken reason. I don't know. Yeah, they just merge without using their turn signals. Average California traffic, except for it's not backed up to the point where it takes an hour to drive a distance that in a normal city would take like 5 minutes probably. But anyways, enough of hating on California. I really do hate that state, but otherwise, yeah, like this part, a lot of people say it should start right here. Frankly, in my opinion, I feel like it should have started right here and went this way. Now you may be asking why, because then the traffic would be going in the right direction. No, it wouldn't. What the frick am I on? Well, it should have started right. It should have started like right here. A lot of people say it should have started right here, and admittedly it should. Really easy, really easy, really easy. Then get a little harder, and then pretty hard right here. I feel like it's. I don't know. It feels like it's horrible. It's horrible. Like, it seemed like a good track at first, but it's horribly executed with useless extra paths right here and right here. You can't see them on the mini-map because they're so fucking useless, but trust me, they're useless. The only use for them is in 8 when you get double item boxes, but you could get them at like almost every item set in the game, so it's not really worth it. What else? Also, it just feels kind of underwhelming for the Star Cup. Like, it feels a lot more, like, at times it's really easy, and sometimes it feels a little cheap, but it's just too easy for the Special Cup, man. Like, if you look at that mini-map, I'd say that looks closer to, like, a Flower Cup track or a Mushroom Cup track. Maybe a Star Cup track if I'm being generous, but still, that doesn't look like a challenging map. It's a little cheap with its obstacles. It's not a great track. Okay, I don't know why I had that sound effect. I guess it's just because there's a lot of obstacles because it's the Bowser's Castle. But frankly, this is worse than the original. That's one of the bigger Super Circuit Glazers on the internet. Trust me, you haven't known that. But when you see the ranking video eventually come out for that, you'll know. There's a lot of thwomps in this track, and yeah, it's just a little worse than the original. Especially since, like, this section feels a little bit better because you could trick off of it. And my favorite part was in the original. That was a lot easier to hop this gap. Now you have to do this fancy drifting. But in the original, it was tight enough to where you could just, like, a little hop over there. Now you had to do this, like, drift thing. I know that they probably didn't want that to, like, widen this gap, but come on, man. That would have been so much fun. It's such a luck-based game. A skill-based shortcut would have been highly appreciated. And all the skill-based shortcuts in this game were unintended for some godforsaken reason. And also, there's a useless ramp right there. And also, I feel like the worst part about this, aside from this guy using the, baby stroller, whatever the fuck it's called, that's atrocious, is that, where the fuck is it? This section. In the original, it was quite a bit thinner, and you couldn't really do like the crash thing where they fly in the air and do like a kind of backflip, front flip, somersault thing. Um, no, they had to like they could only spin out in the 2D games, so they get spun out when they get hit by a shell. They get spun out and flown to the side. And the point of this section was that when they get spun out and thrown to the side, they would go into the lava. But now it doesn't happen in this game. Again, neglect for the original tracks. Like, they just don't care. They just, oh, let's just plop this fucking model into the retro track selection so we can make some old people happy. Like, we don't care about it, really. It's a decent track. It's just it's kind of missed potential. Like, my two favorite parts about the original were removed. So, if you don't know me, I mean, which you probably don't, but I really freaking like, and I mean really freaking like those jump shortcuts in Super Circuit. Oh my god. Rainbow Road, the Bowser Castle one I mentioned up earlier. Hell, I found them in other games too, like Super Mario Kart. You know that you could do the Ghost Valley cut without having to hop and without using a feather? Yeah, that's true. You could use a mushroom on the jump before it to get onto the boardwalk. I don't know if that's like some crazy innovation, but whatever, it's fun. It's a lot easier to pull off than the mushroom and the hop. Anyways, what am I even doing now? Anyways, yeah. Next up. Anyways, apologies, headphone users. I was not going to warn you about that because it would be kind of funny to see the reactions. Anyways, Toad's Factory. This one got brought back in World. I still haven't. I played all the tracks in World on one of my friend's Switches, or Switch 2s. Well, technically it's my dad's friends, but whatever. It's like one of dad's friend's son. But anyways, it was I played all the tracks. It was a pretty good game. Really overhated. I wish I could get it, but I haven't got a Switch 2 yet. My birthday was a couple of days ago, and I got a couple of things. Like I got a new projector, some yoga shoes, but I haven't got the Switch 2 yet, which I was fine with. That projector was really freaking nice. I wish it. Anyways, why am I doing this? Anyways, yeah, it's a little overhyped, Toad's Factory, but it's a pretty good track. Definitely not the best in the Mushroom Cup, as you'll see later, but it's a really fucking fun track. Like, it's a really fun track. Like, the conveyor belts, the moving platforms, like, it's a lot, it's really engaging, and it's a lot more than you expect from a Mushroom Cup track. Like, the conveyor belts, the rotating stuff, like that, a lot of moving elements. And the aesthetic's pretty good. It's, being a factory that makes the iron boxes that you're playing in the race. It's a factory. Like, a factory aesthetic's pretty cool. And then I hate these fucking tractors that cover up the boost panels. Like, when you lose all your speed and have to slow down in the mud, that is a horrible feeling. Like, I get the one challenge, but I feel like this is the Mushroom Cup. Be a little nicer. Like, it's definitely a lot harder than a Mushroom Cup track would be, but I'm fine with the average Mushroom Cup track. It's pretty good. Like, try not to get crushed by those things right there is a pretty fun timing game, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty good. It's a really good track. It's just, I don't know, but it was just good. It's a really good track. Waluigi Stadium. Oh boy, this is the most improved retro track. Most people have claimed. I haven't played Double Dash, so I can't tell. But because these half pipes, these like half, I think they're called half pipes. You see these blue like trick ramps right here. This is the first track we've gone over, I think, that uses them like a lot, and it makes the track a lot better. They like put you up and then give you a boost. Now they are executed a little better in 8, but it's really fun. Also, there's a shortcut like right there. If you don't know, you could ride on the wall. Like for some reason, you stick to the wall, and you could just take a cut over there. It's a pretty good skill-based shortcut, but I'm pretty sure it's unintended. And also, but they haven't bugged it out yet, so something. Like it's an exciting track and really benefit from this game's trick system. It's really good. I'll tell you, it's really good. It's a really good track, and the bumps are really it's the bumps are really fun to go over, but that turn's a little cruel right there. Like the one that you just fell into the off road. I feel like we all done that at least once if we played this game and played this track, but whatever. It's a really fun track, and I like it. I like it a lot. There's a couple of tracks I like a little better though.
But of course, what really brings this aesthetic together is the song. This song is... Wait. I know this song. This is... No. No, it can't be.
Cause guess who's back? Cool
It always comes back to you.
Getting ready for a party right now.
Wow. Oh my god. I forgot how much I liked Odyssey Central when I made that playlist. Anyways, on Bowser's Castle. It's a great Bowser's Castle. It's overshadowed by a lot of other tracks. Like, look at this. This is just a Twisted Mansion section. I mean, this is slightly better, but the Twisted Mansion section, I feel like is a lot more well known. And there's a giant Mech Bowser statue, which is like 50,000 of in these castles. And it's a pretty cool Bowser's Castle. It's kind of it feels like the default Bowser's Castle with how kind of basic it is. Like, you have the thwomps, you have the slightly hard turns, you have the difficult jumps, you have the Bowser statue doing something on the track because he always has to. You have the grates. Like, it's like the blueprint for a good Bowser's Castle track, like a modern 3D Bowser's Castle track. Or actually not, because they kind of started removing the thwomps for some reason. Also, I like how you could take this turn like really sharp, and like if either A, you could take it like really wide and not have to worry about the lava geysers. B, you could take it a little sharper and go on the grates and have to try to avoid the lava geysers, but it's kind of hard to time. Or C, you could take it really tight and have the risk of falling in the lava, but you don't get hit by the lava geysers. You know? It's really fun. It's a really fun risk-reward dynamic, which is probably unintended, because they didn't know you could take it that tight, but whatever. I mean, there's a lot of intended stuff in this game. I mean, the only track in this game that doesn't have an ultra shortcut is fucking Mario Circuit 3, which we'll go over later. I know you guys are all anxious about that. Anyways, no idea what else. It's a good track. I like it.
Do you remember your dead brother?
What?
Yes, your good brother.
Oh yes, Wario's Gold Mine. A lot of people like to say this is the second hardest track in the game. I do not agree with that. Bowser's Castle and what the fuck else? Bowser's Castle and Bowser's Castle probably quite a bit harder for this. I mean, it's still a difficult track for the Flower Cup, but I mean, I don't know about you, but Toad's Turnpike is a tad bit harder. Okay, why am I glazing Toad's Turnpike so much? I don't know, I like it a lot. Anyways, yeah, it's like a roller coaster track, you know, a lot of fun turns, kind of tight turns. Then you go in the gold mine, you could fall off, you know. It was executed a little better with the anti-gravity in 8. There's a lot of bumps and stuff, you know. It's pretty fun. The item boxes behind the mine carts it was a pretty good dynamic. God, bro. I used to play Minecraft a lot. It's because of how much I used to play Minecraft. It's my most played game on my Switch. I don't really play it much anymore. But when I hear the word minecart, my brain immediately goes to that. I feel like I'm brain rotted because of that. And I didn't even grow up in like the brain rot era. I just barely made Gen Z. Like, I just barely made it. It was ridiculous how close I was to Gen Alpha. I'm thankful for that I did not have to be grouped with that horrifying age demographic. I mean, I TA for a fifth grade class, and that is horrible. Like, that is horrible. Like, the class is horrible. Oh, God. Anyways, enough of my side rants. Jeez, I really need to stop those. It's like 8:30 at night. I can't stop. I'm just really tired. I'm trying to get this out before I have to go to school tomorrow. So, it's a really good track. It's like I like this track. It's definitely a good track. What else? What else? Dang. I don't know. It's a good track. I like it. Nothing else than really note here. Anyways, yeah. The ruins. It's definitely ruins that are dry. It's probably the only good desert track in the series since, like, what the fuck? Probably the only good desert track since Sunset Wilds, and even that one was a little overhyped. I mean, Yoshi Desert was pretty good, but I should really stop fighting with myself. Anyways, or at least like go want the basic aesthetic before they start going like after 8 they should like after some of these they started to realize, oh shit, people are starting to get sick of these. Anyways, yeah, it's a good track. It's really good turns, but the only annoying part is this one half pipe section, which feels really awkward to navigate. It's probably one of the hardest tracks in the game, I'd say. And also one of the tracks that really made me realize, oh shit, outside drift is horrible for this game. Like, I went up that first jump and I was like, oh, ugh. Yeah, that off-road really shocked me good. Anyways, yeah, it's a good track. I like how the sand fills, and it managed to do the best with the aesthetic it could. I mean, it's a basic yellow desert aesthetic. I mean, they couldn't do much other with it, so might as well add a pyramid and do like a Egypt aesthetic. It's a pretty good track. It's just, shit, I really should stop laying. I should really move I should stop laying on that. What the fuck is it? The volume control. Anyways, it's on my headphones. Anyways, yeah, it's a pretty good track. I like it.
Guess who's back, 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 back again.
Well, judging by that sound, I'm assuming you all guessed it was Mario Circuit 3, considering it's the most brought back track in the series. But this was the second time it was brought back, so it wasn't that much, considering it was an SNES track. I mean, it made sense that it got brought back. It got brought back in Super Circuit, but some people don't consider those retro tracks. Yada yada yada. I don't give two shits. It was tied for Rainbow with the most brought back track in the series, but now it's the most brought back track in the series with no ties. Anyways, it was the first track made for Super Mario Kart, so it makes sense why it was brought back so much as like a tribute. But also, I have this weird, like, strange theory about Mario there's this weird thing about Mario Circuit 3 for me, that it's the perfect demonstration of how vehicles work in any racing game. Like, just plop it in any racing game and it will most likely fit the game's engine decently, unless the game's engine is bad. Like, it works in almost every game it's in for different reasons. The turns are so well fitted for almost any racing game, it's ridiculous. It demonstrates, how can the vehicle handle these turns? Slight chicanes, or really sharp turns, or boost panels. Like, realistically, bringing this back, like, even if they just leave in the files as a way to test how the game's controls work, it works. Like, and with a game with so many different control styles like Wii, it's really well fitted for this game. Like, it feels good to navigate on every single vehicle. Like, the outside drift bikes, those are fitted for the turns. The inside drift bikes, those are fitted for the turns. The karts, those are fitted for the turns. What else? Like, almost every single vehicle is fit for the turns. The off-roading vehicles, those are fit for the turns. Like, every single vehicle is fit for the turns. It's ridiculous how well it could fit in any game. Sure, it's boring, but I mean, some people like to say it's boring. I am one of the highest Super Mario Circuit 3 defenders, actually. Especially in the newer games where you could build boosts from those long drifting sections is really fun. And taking the turns as sharp as you can on this track is really freaking fun. I used to hate it a lot more than I do, actually. I mean, I didn't dislike it, but it didn't think it was my favorite. But now I used to be embarrassed about it, but now I realize, damn, it doesn't really fucking matter what these random assholes on the internet think. It's a really fun track, okay? I don't care what you guys say. And plus, it doesn't have an ultra shortcut, so that's a bonus because there's not a lot of cheating. You can't really cheat on this track, which is good. It's just plain normal racing, you know. Anyways, let me turn on my phone. Need to get my soundtrack up again. Will it load, please? Sorry, man. This ain't loading for some reason.
Make me fast.
You know damn well why I added that sound effect. You know damn well. You could see it in this thumbnail. Anyways, yeah. This track is a lot well fitted for a game with vehicles that can turn sharp and don't have realistic controls. Admittedly, I ranked it a little too low in my original Mario Kart 64 ranking, which I don't agree with some of the takes nowadays. I mean, Toad's Turnpike still being my GOAT is still like that. I mean, I've had controversial takes before. I'm kind of known for that, considering the fact that I think that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron. And I also would go to say that modern LeBron is worse than modern Nikola Jokic. But anyways, I don't think a lot of people understand the reference because this is a Mario Kart video. I'm talking about the fucking NBA, but whatever. Anyways, the turns are a lot better fitted for a game with, really tight drifting and really fixed controls, unlike the really loose controls of 64. Tight and really controlled controls like this game are a lot well fitted for this game. This track's like really tight corridors and it's hard obstacles to navigate. Like in the original, I thought it was a little too cruel for a game like this. Like the tight corridor, like for a game in like 64, like the tight corridors and the sharp turns, like the sharp 90-degree turns were really not fit for that game. But now it's a game that, doesn't have loose controls, games that are really freaking tight, Now it's pretty dang good. Like, I tell you that. It's a lot better now. And and also this one turn, now when you do this turn, you won't slam into the wall when you try to, go up here, which is a lot better, ain't it? Anyways, yeah, it's a really fun track. I like it. But really, I just don't have much else to say about it. It's a pretty fun track. It's just a lot better fit for this game than it was for 64. Also, the ocean of lava is still there for some. I don't know how there is that much lava. Like that would dry up. Ah yes, tree falling from Maple Treeway. Yeah, it's a good track. I don't have much to say about it. It's a really fun and good track. The lead piles can drop stuff. The wigglers are nice. It's a really good track. I don't have much to say about it because I never like this is one of the tracks that I don't have much to say about. I mean, it's a good aesthetic. It's one of the few courses in this game that doesn't look atrocious because of its art style. But otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty well designed track. It's really fun with the cannon and the bridge that you could get a lot of tricks on. Anyways, I mean, I don't have much else to say about this track. It's just really well designed. If you guys didn't understand that reference, that is one of the most iconic videos of Mario Kart, being a short, how long is it? 30-second video called Get Mario Karted. It's a video of Daisy continuously getting hit and falling off the last bridge on DK Mountain in Mario Kart Wii, which is known for its chaotic nature and ridiculous turns. And also, the shortcut is ridiculously easy to pull off. Like, seriously, you just gotta stop and then you just gotta, like, inch down there. Like, it's like it was meant for that. Like, it feels intended at that point. Like, it's such an easy shortcut. Like, look at this. Okay, this guy, I'm pretty sure he skipped it. I'm pretty sure he didn't take the shortcut, but in case you don't know, when the wall ends right there, you could just go like take the turn right and then just fall straight down there, and then there's road. You could just drive straight through there. Either it was a developing oversight or that was intended. I'm pretty sure some people think it was intended. I think it could have been an oversight, but I have no idea. It's like this track's just chaotic in nature with its wacky shortcut and its really sharp and ridiculous turns, and also the cannon where you could like use like the rear view option, which I have never used outside of using the cannons on courses like this and a couple other ones, but anyways, yeah, it's a really fun, chaotic track. I mean, there's a reason I ranked it this high. Mushroom Gorge. I feel like the best. I feel like one of the better unintended parts about this track is that the chaotic ass items just don't work on this track. Like, especially during this section, like you don't have to worry about getting that many you don't have to worry about red shells or POW blocks or all that random fucking bullshit on this section because they don't really work. Which is a lot better for such a hectic game as this. Like, it's nice how chaotic this game can be at times, but sometimes you want to, like, just a rest from it at times, and it's nice to have a track where you can, where the items just don't work, with unintended. As well as the mushrooms being one of the most broken mechanics, it's also I just get a severe dopamine rush when I trick off those mushrooms, man. It's really fun to trick off of those mushrooms. Well, anyways, that's all I have to say about this track. It's pretty good. And I like the dopamine rush. Most of you people probably think that's a One Piece reference. Actually, no, it came from a Kanye West song. Anyways, what a crazy way to start off a section on Rainbow Road. Anyways, yeah, it's Rainbow Road, the hardest track in the game. Probably one of the hardest racing game tracks of all time. Probably like the 5th hardest one. I don't know what else. There's Colorado from Mickey Speedway USA and SAS Rainbow Road. There's like Bowser's Castle from the original Mario Kart 64. God, what else? I don't know. Anyways, it's a really hard track. Really well designed though. Really well built for all the new implemented things in Wii, like the tricks and half pipes. There's a lot of those, and especially the cannons. Like those, that was a pretty well executed section, and it's probably the most. It's probably one of the most complex Rainbow Roads that didn't have multiple that had laps and sections. And most people like to say it's the best one. I personally prefer stuff like GBA Rainbow Road for shortcuts, and I mean, what else? Mario Kart World Rainbow Road, because it's Mario Kart World Rainbow Road. It's 6 laps of greatness in bizarre ass shortcuts. But anyways, it's really good. It's an amazing track, and it's really freaking hard though. It's really hard, but it's really fun, but god dang, this is hard. Like, hard. Okay, that probably made it into a really suspicious joke. But, anyways, you can fall off anywhere, and you like, burn up when you go down to Earth, which is nice. Like, I like how that is. And the boost panels are really well implemented. But otherwise, yeah, it's a fun track.
Vaped in my life, I swear. No. Hey, may Zeus himself strike me down if I'm lying. Hey, didn't strike me though.
What the fuck? Sorry, man. My phone didn't want to turn off for some reason. Anyways, Koopa Cape. It's Koopa Cape. It's a cape with Koopas. Really fell off. I'll tell you that. Really freaking fell off in the newer ones. And really, I like how you could use a shell to hit that mushroom, hit that Goomba, and then get a mushroom from it, and then take that shortcut right here. Really a skill-based shortcut. The rushing water is mostly the same, but the one part that got neglected is this underwater tube. In the 2 games that got brought back in, they really wanted to push that underwater driving in the tracks they brought back. And for some reason in 8, when they didn't really care about underwater, like they didn't really care about the new features, they just want to bring back a couple of tracks as a tour laundering scheme or whatever it's called. They still made an underwater section instead of bringing back the glorious rushing water section, which was a lot funner and had a lot better risk and reward than fucking half pipes and nothing else. Otherwise, yeah, it's really freaking fun while it's on track. It's like chaotic, it's fun, and I always pay respects to my homie Koopa Troopa on this track by playing him when I play the Star Cup. But anyways, yeah, it's a really good track. I love this track, and I love Koopa Troopa. It can't really get any much better than that. I learned Koopa Troopa. I found that Koopa Troopa is a really fun character in the original, and then the glaze continues now. Ah, yes, Coconut Mall. What has not been said about Coconut Mall? It has the best aesthetic. It is freaking fun. The escalators are chaotic. It's known for chaos. The boost panels, the drivers near the end that don't know how to drive, keep just driving back and forth that block the boost panels. And the third one that everybody gets ran over by, who is currently in federal prison, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, it is just such a fun track. It's not first because the escalators feel really weird to go up in this game, but god damn, it's a fun track. If the escalators weren't so awkward to go up in, like, it's not because you can't see it. My eyes are actually functioning, but it's just that, like, you bump up and you bump up. You can't, like, trick off of it. It's not smooth at all. It's just not great. It's not great. It's like that snowland effect. I mean, I don't get my eyes hurt by the snowland effect. It's just, like, it feels so awkward to drive when you're bumping up and down and you can't, like, even do tricks. It feels awkward to go on the escalators. I don't like it. Otherwise, it's an amazing track. It's, like, amazing, amazing track. It's just, it feels a little awkward.
Snow. We need more snow. Can't have.
Ah, yes, DK Summit, Trick Heaven. Trick Heaven. First of all, my favorite part about these tracks with cannons that I forgot to mention is that, using the cannon, which he's currently on, using this cannon right here, you could avoid blue shells. That's amazing. That's amazing, amazing for a Wii track. There's many other tracks where you could do that, but this track has so many shortcuts. Like that's a shortcut. There's different routes. You could cut through the snow. You could trick off these bumps. It's the most fun bumps. Then you could take a cut across this section right here. Like, you see it right there. You could see it on the mini map. If there wasn't, like, a tiny little wall right here, this would be, like, perfect for the shortcut. But because I had the tiny little wall, it's a lot worse. It's not a lot worse, but I just wish the shortcut was a little easier to pull off. But otherwise, it's a really fun track. And also, note to myself and you, never use this half pipe right here, because it'll send you right into that cliff unless you approach it at a very specific angle, which that guy did. And then you could ride these half pipes in a certain way where you could get constant boost and constant boost and constant boost. It's just amazing. It is amazingly designed for an amazing game. It's the perfect demonstration of how good Mario Kart Wii is. I love this track, and it's probably one of the best Wii tracks ever made. Anyways, yep, this is Mario Kart Wii rank. This is the end of my Mario Kart Wii ranking. Like, comment, subscribe, and remix this in every new short you make. If you do that, I won't do anything. I mean, I'm not forcing you to, but I'd really love it if you did, because I only have like 15 subscribers. So, anyways, see ya.